Welcome back to another episode of Big Kids TV Podcast, and welcome to our brand new part of the set. We've got a show that's packed with more jam than a donut, so let's go.
Big Kids TV Podcast, bringing back the blast from the past. Remember when you laughed? Retro voices fill the air, takes you back to when life was fair. Time machines in podcast form, feel the warm nostalgia storm.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Big Kids TV Podcast. This is Chris.
And this is Katie.
And we just want to say a huge thank you to everybody who's got in contact from our pilot episodes. We've loved reading your comments, the interactions that we're having with you, the things that are being sent in already. So thank you for that. Remember, this is your show as much as it is ours. We're all part of the Big Kids TV Clubhouse. So Chris, what can people do to continue to be involved?
Well, like Katie says, this show is your show as much as it is ours. So if you continue sending in your videos that you've already been doing, which is fantastic, any photos or drawings that you've been sending us for the walls here, that'd be really great as well. Any photos, pictures, any memories, anything really that you want us to show on the show, send them through to us at pobox@bigkids.tv, and it's just down here for your convenience. That's pobox@bigkids.tv.
And remember, you can join our mailing list as well by emailing us at clubhouse@bigkids.tv, again, along here. And you can then also find out what we're up to, where we're going, any events that we're attending, any of our latest news. And don't forget to hit because then you get notifications about our next drop as well.
Yep. So join us on this episode of Big Kids TV Podcast. So here's what we've got coming up on this episode. We'll both be talking about our favourite shows of 1996.
We're going to be looking at your Cashtastic plastic in the attic,
We're going to be looking at our top 10 films of the year,
your top 10 toys,
the top 10 TV programmes.
a special report from the droids at the M Shed.
We'll also be showing you one of our own videos that we've created for the 90s.
And we're going to be playing a live round of Don't Panic.
We'll also be showing your brilliant art in our gallery. We'll also be doing a round of this or that.
And our usual fever dreams.
And we'll also be doing our usual trivia, and we'll see who wins this time.
Yeah, we'll see about that one. And don't forget to keep an eye out for our Easter eggs. So watch to the end of the credits at the end of this show to find out what our Easter eggs are for this episode. Maybe you can work them out beforehand. Who knows?
Yeah, and just to show that you find all the Easter eggs, when you get to the end of the video, if you can drop something like a emoji in the comments, what should they put down?
Well, I think we should leave that till the end of the credits.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, so
we're not going to give it to you right at the beginning.
No,
we're going to make you work for it.
Absolutely. So we'll tell you at the end, like Katie just said, what we'd like you to put into the comments, what icon, just so you can show that you found them all.
Absolutely. So let's get funky junky and head off.
So Katie, why did we choose 1996?
Excellent question. 1996 was the year of a Zig a Zig Ah. Who sang that?
Well, the Spice Girls. What was your favourite Spice Girls song?
Spice Up Your Life. How about you?
Viva Forever, which I know was their last one, I think. But I love the animation. It was done by Aardman as well. So
was it?
Yeah.
Wow. So with the Spice Girls, this is kind of like the fundamental year of girl power, when we started to think about girls and females being represented, not just as, fancy figures, but also being really empowered. And actually, I wanted to be part of the Spice Girls. If you were a Spice Girl, what would your Spice name be?
Oh, gosh, I don't know. But you can think one up for me.
Maybe it could be Rainbow Spice.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's
so
move
not
on.
Only Spice Girls. It was the year that Take That broke up.
Yeah.
I've never got over it, Gary. Never.
But you had other boy bands, though, didn't you, to replace your Take That?
We did. There was Boyzone,
East 17.
East 17, Backstreet Boys.
When did Westlife? They were later, weren't they?
Westlife were around the same time as Take That. But this is the Big Kids TV podcast, not the boy band podcast.
True.
So let's get back to it. So what were the top TV programmes of 1996?
Well, I don't know what the top TV programmes of 96 were just yet, but we'll find out in the show.
We will.
But I know that the Teletubbies, that started, I think, production the year before, so but 95. But that was definitely in full full swing in 96. Blue Peter, which has literally just been cancelled, but that's been going for so long. That was still one of the main shows at the time. So you also had other networks, didn't you?
We did. We had things like Nickelodeon starting to come through, the Cartoon Network. So we're starting to see some more Americanized TV shows coming over. So we have things like Hey Arnold, Dexter's,
Wild Thornberrys.
Wild Thornberrys, yeah, absolutely. We this was also the year for like Tamagotchis and Buzz Lightyear.
You got a lot of buzz there, haven't we?
I'm buzzing.
Well, I haven't got a word, buddy. So yeah, so that's a shame.
There we go.
Moving on.
So,
Polly Pocket, I mean, that's been going for years. I'm surprised to see that was still going.
Polly Pocket, Power Rangers
Yep.
as well. And of course, that was linked to the TV show, Action Man. Chris, I just got something for you. I'm just something a little bit uncomfortable. Just bear with me one moment. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Right.
This is one of my favourite toys. But these going in the 90s still?
They were, 1990s, yeah.
Oh, but this is actually a genuine surprise. This was not even scripted. This is off script, bigger time off script. We could say the whole thing's off script in a way, but look at that one.
Is a monster in your
Monster
pocket?
Now, we do have a song that's going to be on our YouTube channel at some stage that features Monsters in My Pocket. So, yeah, thank you so much for that.
You're welcome.
I need to get you a little treat now. So, we'll put that there.
No, you don't.
So, yeah, put that there for the minute.
Okay.
But we also had quite a lot of films as well, didn't we?
We did. We have things like Matilda. You know, I really love the story of Matilda. And there's one thing about all of Roald Dahl's books is that he made the children the heroes. And that was something that really shone through within the movie. So that was Danny DeVito.
I've got a little confession about that. I've never actually seen Matilda. And it's one of those things, everyone talks about Matilda. I know people read the book, they've seen the films, the musical, but I don't even know the story. I know it's got Pam Ferris in the movie.
Yeah.
Is it Pam Ferris? She plays Miss Trunchbull or something.
Yeah.
And I think Matilda's got magical powers, but it's true. I've never seen it. I don't even know the story. So.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but maybe we'll do a little bit. Yeah, absolutely shame on me. But what other films do we have?
One of my favourites, family favourite of ours, is Hunchback of Notre Dame. So
One of my favourite Disney films.
Disney movie. Loved that. So who did the voice of Esmeralda?
Her name is Demi Moore.
Demi Moore, excellent. And then we had one that involved lots and lots of canines.
Oh, well, that could mean one thing.
It's the...
Well, 101 Dalmatians.
Excellent.
With the amazing Glenn Close playing...
Brilliant. Absolutely
Fantastic
brilliant.
Cruella de Vil.
Yeah.
Very good in the sequel as well. I don't know when that came out a couple of years later, but fantastic movie. Great cartoon as well from the 60s. I think it was 66 or something. But yeah, that is a really good film.
Yeah, so we're going to be finding out so much more about all of these different elements with children's TV shows, the toys, the games, and the pop culture in our top 10s a little bit later on. So, Chris, why the Demon Headmaster?
Well, The Demon Headmaster was one of my favourite shows from the 1990s. Now, this came out in 1996, which is good because this is the year that we're covering today. Now, this ran for 3 series. It was written by Gillian Cross and scripted by Helen Cresswell. Now, have you heard of Helen Cresswell?
From Moondale, right?
Yeah, she wrote Moondale and a few other shows as well. Now, this show is about a spooky headmaster who had these weird hypnotic eyes. Do you remember that?
I do.
Do you remember The
His
Demon Headmaster?
Glasses, it was like swirling around.
Yeah, he was quite sinister. He did a lot of mind control. It was slightly sci-fi. It had spooky things going on. So let's dive into this spine-tingling world of this creepy but fantastic 90s show.
Don't blink. Run VT.
In the 1990s, The Demon Headmaster became one of the most memorable children's shows on British screens. Set in a quiet school with a dark secret, it follows a cold, controlling head teacher who used his hypnotic eyes to take over students' minds and slowly try to control much more than just a classroom. Those piercing green eyes, hidden behind dark glasses, added to his eerie and unforgettable presence. With a calm voice and terrifying stare, the headmaster created a lasting sense of unease. The show stood out not just for its suspense, but for its themes: questioning authority, thinking for yourself, and resisting control. For 90s kids, it was a weekly dose of mystery and just the right amount of fear. Even today, it holds nostalgic power. Its eerie soundtrack and simple production made it quietly terrifying. A cult classic that still lingers in the minds of those who watched it.
So, okay, which show have you chosen to highlight for this year?
So this is one of my favourites, not just as a show, but also as a book. I remember Mrs. Bailey, one of my teachers, she used to read it to us. You know that 10 minutes just before you go home?
Yeah, story time.
They'd read you the story and you start to envision it in your head. And actually, this was a programme that really lived up to what it was that I imagined when I was little. And that's The Queen's Nose. Do you remember it?
Yeah, I do.
So that ran from 1996 to 2003, and it starred Harmony Parker as the main character, and she found this magical 50p piece. And if you made a wish on the point, because obviously the 50p's got the flat size, making a wish by rubbing it where the Queen's nose was, she had 7 wishes that came true. They didn't always go quite to plan. They came with, different tricks that came alongside it. And of course, there's no resets. So there was no cheat codes with it. Harmony had to live with what she was dealing with. So she had these 7 wishes, and then she had to overcome all of these different challenges that happened when she made these wishes.
So just quickly, so she had 7 wishes
Yeah.
over all these years?
Yeah.
Or did they have more wishes?
No. It was the 7 wishes, and then it spanned across all these different series. And then every time she made a wish, she had to overcome what the challenges brought with it. So, Chris, if you had 3 wishes, what would those wishes be?
Okay, it's quite a tricky one, but the first one that jumps to mind is 1 million subscribers. That would always be.
Absolutely.
And can you remember what happens if we get 1 million subscribers?
We need special suits.
We do, which, so that would be fantastic. Now, I would say we've already got some brilliant artwork for our galleries, but I suppose another wish would be that we had even more
Great
artwork.
wish, yeah.
And I suppose the next one would be that we get our fan favourite, well, my fan favourite, Anita Dobson on the show. So what do you think about that one?
Oh, yeah. Get Anita Dobson on.
Anita Dobson, yeah. So what would your wishes be?
3 wishes for me. Well, I think I like the idea of getting more subscribers.
Yep.
I think hearing more from you guys. And I feel you. When we think about Anita Dobson, she's a mysterious girl.
Okay, yeah.
And I'd like to have her in the studio. I think that's a good
I think that'd be great to have her in the studio, yeah. So, okay, so with that said, let's roll VT.
Remember The Queen's Nose, that 90s CBBC show about a magical 50p piece? A coin that could grant you 10 wishes if you rubbed the Queen's nose. Harmony Parker was the girl with the coin, and let's be honest, she had a lot of responsibility for someone who was still in school. Every episode started the same way. She'd make a wish to solve a problem, and it would go horribly wrong. She'd wish for her dad to be rich, and then suddenly he's obsessed with the stock market. Or she'd wish for people to be nicer and kind, and the entire town turned into creepy zombies. Classic TV logic was, be careful what you wish for. And yet, as kids, we all secretly thought, if I had that coin, I wouldn't mess it up like Harmony did. I'd wish for a Nintendo 64 and an unlimited supply of opal fruits. What made The Queen's Nose so brilliant was that mix of magic and mayhem. It felt like the coin could be hiding in your pocket, just waiting to change everything for the better, or for a total disaster. And let's face it, if someone gave me that coin now, at 40-something years old, my first wish would probably be, I wish my energy bills would disappear.
So welcome to this episode of Fever Dreams. Now, for those of you who might not remember the rules to Fever Dreams, basically we'll both read out a synopsis for a TV show, and we have to simply work out whether it was a real show or whether it was one that we've made up. And there's a lot of interesting shows in the 90s, in fact. So let's see. So this is the one. Do you want me to go first?
Yeah, you go first.
Yeah. Okay. This is called Nausea Nick. Okay. Ring any bells?
No.
No, not from the title. Okay, this was an animated series from America, so it could be bonkers, which featured Nick, the name of the character, a young boy who was once bitten by a fly. Okay? After this, Nick would puke over his enemies every time he came under attack. This would cover his arch nemesis in a sticky goop, and it would stop them in their tracks. Now, is that ringing any bells? You know, got to think. America,
Nickelodeon,
Cartoon Network.
Yeah,
They did have a lot of
just like
zany
with those sorts
bonkers
of things.
shows.
Yeah. Cow and chicken, that kind of ilk.
That was, cow and chicken. I need to do that one episode.
Yeah.
So,
I had a chicken, Mama had a cow.
yeah. The way she moved was brilliant. Anyhow, yes. So, was Nausea Nick a show?
Do you know what? I am going to say, based on that, I think it was a show.
So you're confirming to me you think this was a show?
I think it was a show.
Incorrect. But I'll probably watch it, wouldn't you?
I would. Definitely better than what you came up with last week with the lint fairy.
Oh, come on. What? The Sock World? What it's called?
World,
Oh, come on. We all know that was fantastic. And if you haven't seen that description, watch the last episode, which was episode 1. And I think that's a show that should get commissioned, don't you?
Absolutely.
Did you like it a second ago?
Do you know what?
What's
It drives me crazy, and I'm going to get you good with this one.
Okay.
Right. Fever Dream.
Yeah.
So, this series follows the adventures of Camille, Slam and Breeze and others who attended the High Hopes Dance Academy with the headmistress, Queen Skylar. They use the Swirl Stone to defend their wingdom, and they have an arch nemesis called the Sky Clone and his imps.
No, I don't know. It doesn't ring a bell, but I would say it was true, but I wouldn't be able to say to you what it was called.
Yeah, so you're right, it was true. It's called the Sky Dancers.
Okay.
And they had 27 episodes, but they had these toys called the Sky Dancers.
Are they those things that you would fly up in the air?
You'd launch them up and they were causing havoc because they'd fly off into like people's like fireplaces or take out like potted plants that were dotted around the room because the wings just flew out and just became like these massive propellers. But it was written by Anthony and John Gentile and it ran right the way through 1996 and onwards.
Okay.
So yeah,
26
Sky
episodes.
Dancers.
Okay, well if you haven't seen that, check it out.
Yeah, absolutely. Get onto it.
So that was the end of Fever Dream. So I think you'd all agree that Nausea Nick is a show that sounds fantastic, and I would, for one, watch it. And your Sky Dancers?
Sky Dancers.
Again,
Actually,
never heard of it, but maybe I will check that one out.
I definitely want to see Nausea Nick.
I better get animated then. There you go. Oh gosh, no. Okay, so that's the end of Fever Dream.
And now we've got time for this or that. Are you ready for this?
I am indeed, yes.
Are you sure you're ready for this?
I am very sure.
Give me a little sign that you're ready for this. Excellent work.
That was a traditional sign for yes, I'm ready.
Okay, so Beanie Babies or Tickle Me Elmo?
I would say Tickle Me Elmo because I think Sesame Street is very good.
Love it. Combat trousers or baggy jeans?
Baggy jeans.
Baggy jeans?
Yeah.
But combat trousers, you can have pockets.
Yeah, I know. But baggy jeans, yeah. I thought I'd just throw in a curveball, but I'd probably wear both, actually, to be fair.
Spice Girls or Powerpuff Girls?
But Spice Girls.
Viva Forever.
Absolutely. And they were a band, and the Powerpuff Girls, they were good, I suppose. But yeah, no, Spice Girls.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dungarees or Sporty Spice tracksuit bottoms?
Now, I'm a huge fan of dungarees. They don't suit me. So I will actually say dungarees because I think they look good on people.
Yeah.
That's the only reason. They do not suit me, I'm afraid. But yes, they do suit everybody else.
Potamus Park or Percy the Park Keeper?
Percy the Park Keeper because I know the guy that wrote it.
Did you?
Yes, Nick Butterworth. Yes.
Ah.
He's a friend of mine on Facebook. So Nick, if you're watching, share.
Like, subscribe, share.
Absolutely. Share it to all your friends. And also, if we've gone past copyright by saying that, I'm sorry. So, yeah. Yeah.
Take That or Spice Girls?
Ooh, you know what? Back in the day, I would have said Take That, but I would probably now say the Spice Girls.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is going to be a good one. Oasis or Blur?
Blur.
Blur.
Yeah.
In the country?
Yeah.
You live in a house, a very big house?
I did grow up in a very big house in the country, yes.
In the country.
In the farm, yeah.
Okay. Only Fools and Horses or Vicar of Dibley?
Oh, but I would say actually the Vicar of Dibley, which I know is controversial, but Vicar of Dibley for me.
Vicar of Dibley.
I've seen Only Fools and Horses to death. It's a great show. Load of classic moments, but yeah, Vicar of Dibley.
No parking on the field. Gina-G or Peter Andre?
Oh, Gina-G.
Ooh, ah.
Just a little bit, a little bit more. Fantastic, great album, fresh. If you haven't heard it, listen to it. It's brilliant. Gina-G is fantastic.
She is.
Yeah.
Breakfast at Tiffany's by Deep Blue Something or The Macarena by Los Del Rio.
Breakfast at Tiffany's.
I said, what about Breakfast at Tiffany's? Yeah, I agree with those actually.
Is that it?
Yeah, and
Well, that was-
often we agree on all of them.
Well, I'm not quite sure if you agreed on the Spice Girls and take that question. Did you?
Carrie.
Not question, but thing.
Why, Carrie?
Fangirl alert. Imagine if you had Anita and Gary Barlow on here at the same time.
They could do a duet.
So anyhow, you ready for your this or that?
Okay.
Okay, Hillbilly Rock by the Wolfpackers or Spaceman Babylon Zoo?
Hillbilly Rock. Hillbilly Rock.
I've never heard of Hillbilly Rock, so is that, well, obviously you just said the words. I would have gone for Spaceman Babylon Zoo.
I did like Spaceman
Yeah.
by Babylon Zoo.
Rolling on. So we've got, I think this is easy, but
Okay.
it's up to you, isn't it? So
Okay.
Big Breakfast or Good Morning Britain?
Big Breakfast.
Was Good Morning Britain even going then?
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah.
That's been going for a while. Right, this is interesting. The Simpsons or TFI Friday?
Ooh. Oh, it's going to have to be The Simpsons.
Yeah, that hard one, though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, this is an easy one for me, but I don't know about you. Live and Kicking or Ant and Deck Show? Oh, hard one for you by the look of it.
It is. I am going to have to go Ant and Deck Show.
Oh, I would have gone for Live and Kicking, but this is all about you, because Live and Kicking was, I don't know, it's my generation. I think Ant and Deck coming a bit later.
Yeah, but I remember from, Biter.
Yeah. Well, we'll talk about Biker Grove at another stage. But, all right.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay, then. So Stars in the Rise or Doctor Who?
Doctor Who.
Would you?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Top of the Pops or Never Mind the Buzzcocks?
Top of the Pops.
Yeah. Neighbours or Home and Away?
Neighbours.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one.
Mrs. Mangle. Prankster.
Yeah, and Jane?
Jane.
Yeah, do you remember Super Brain?
She took her glasses off and she became a whole new person.
She did. I mean, she ain't tricking anyone with that disguise. Right, Coronation Street or Emmerdale?
Coronation. No. Emmerdale because of Hillbilly Rock.
The Wolfpackers.
Yeah.
Right, got you. Okay. Oh, now this is, if you ask me this one, I wouldn't be able to choose.
Okay.
Right, Sabrina the Teenage Witch or Baywatch?
Wow.
Because Baywatch was one of the greatest shows of the 80s, actually, but it did go into the 90s.
It did go into the 90s. And I think for that, it has to be the other one.
What, Sabrina the Teenage Witch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that was true 90s. And I think Baywatch had kind of peaked by that point for 1996.
Yeah. Yeah. But both are brilliant shows.
And don't hassle the Hoff.
Yeah. He's married to someone from Wales. Right. So, Ooh Ah Just a Little Bit or Mysterious Girl?
Ooh.
Who's sung Mysterious Girl?
Oh.
Yeah. Peter Andre, wasn't it? Here he is. That was the cue to get your Peter Andre up.
Peter Andre.
So, which one do you prefer? Those two.
I do love Mysterious Girl.
Yeah.
But if I was at a disco and Ooh Ah Just a Little Bit came up, I think that's going to be the one that gets me moving.
Yeah. Now, I think that was a Eurovision Song Contest song, wasn't it?
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah. Did we win? I can't remember. I don't think we did. Did we?
I don't know. It drives me crazy that we never get anywhere in Eurovision Song Contest.
Yeah. Well, we did once upon a time.
I
Okay.
don't know what their flavour is that they're looking for.
Don't know. So that brings us to the end of This or That. Okay then, so Katie, do you want to introduce this one?
Chris, it's time for us to accelerate the pace now and get on to a little bit of trivia. So do you want to dance?
Do you want to dance?
Yeah.
Oh, will I go first? Yeah,
Okay.
I can't dance. Yeah. So, are you ready? And
I am
we
ready.
are hopefully going to learn a lot of facts and things about
Okay.
96 here.
Only one at a time, mind.
Yes.
Okay, it's going to be ace.
What do you mean one at a time? Okay. So, name the film about a young aspiring spy living in New York, starring, and I can never say her surname, Michelle Trachtenberg?
Trachtenberg?
Yeah.
Harriet the Spy?
Correct.
Okay.
Which actress had a lead role in the Disney film of the year as Esmeralda? The voice.
Demi Moore?
Yep.
We spoke about that earlier.
Did, yes. We've spoken about that already. Okay. Which group released A Design for Life in this year? Brilliant song.
I don't know.
Manic Street Preachers. Yeah. Then this is an anthem, not just of 96, but I would actually say of the decade.
Okay.
Okay. Which band had a hit with Spaceman?
Babylon Zoo.
Yep, and we also mentioned that one earlier on, so that was good. Okay, who played Billy Bones in the film Muppet Treasure Island.
Wow.
Wait a second, it says here, awesome film. Just saying.
It is an awesome film. It's a huge favourite in my household. So Billy Connolly played Billy Bones.
Yep.
And it had so many different stars in it. You know, there was Tim Curry. There was Jim, who's now grown up and is doing amazing things. Cabin Fever. If you've not watched it,
I've not watched it, and for the record, you don't get bonus points for ripping off
you
that.
need to watch it. You know, after you finish watching this episode, obviously, go and watch Muppet Treasure Island. It is the best.
You know, I've seen most of the Muppet
all the
films.
Muppets.
I haven't seen that one.
It's
Muppets Take
incredible.
Manhattan. Anyhow, we'll talk about that later.
Okay.
Who played the lead role of Howard Langston in the film Jingle All the Way? A brilliant Christmas film.
Howard Jingle All the Way. Is that the one with Arnold Schwarzenegger? Okay, so I'm just going to go Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Correct. You got it right in your own question. Right, what was the name of the creative CI TV show presented by the one and only Neil Buchanan, who isn't Banksy? Let me just put that out there.
Who's not Banksy?
He's not Banksy.
And that will be Art Attack.
Correct.
This is an Art Attack. This is an Art Attack.
This is Art Attack. Now, the best thing about Art Attack was the big thing they used to do at the end. Do you remember? They did a huge bit of art.
Huge one.
Yeah. Okay, what was the names of the BBC Saturday morning show featuring live bands? What was the name, of the BBC Saturday morning show?
BBC Saturday
Yes.
morning show.
Yeah, featuring live bands.
So that's got to be Live and Kicking, right?
Correct.
Okay.
You're doing really well. You're actually doing really well. Okay, what programme featured animated vegetables at the bottom of the garden? You might have been able to see it on this screen here a few times.
Poddington Peas.
Correct. Which school-based children's drama on BBC tackled teen issues? Now, actually, I'm going to let you answer either one of these, because there's only one here, but it could have been something else.
You say school-based?
Yes.
So that's got to be Grange Hill.
Yep. That's it.
So the other one, were you thinking like...
I know, because it does say school-based. I was thinking of Bucket Grove again, but that was at the youth. That was at a youth club, wasn't it?
It was Youth Club.
Okay, which song was a major hit for Oasis in the year 1996? Covered by Leona Lewis and a few others. Since.
Can you give me a clue?
I'm going to have to give you a clue that I actually literally reading the song out. Don't look.
Back in Anger.
Come on, I gave her that one, but that's fair. Okay, which boy band released How Deep Is Your Love?
How deep is your love? Is your love? How deep? Is that Bee Gees?
No.
So it's
Take That. And I thought you were a big Take That fan earlier on. So there you go.
But the Bee Gees, Floor Manager, the Bee Gees sang it first, right?
Oh, well, I think they did. But forgive me if I'm wrong, but this is 1996. Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
Don't look back in anger.
I won't look back in anger.
Okay.
I never look back in anger when I'm talking to you, Katie. Okay, which sci-fi kids show featured a robot called Rosie?
Well, the only one that I can think of is the Jetsons, but that's like an old one, right?
Yeah, well, the Jetsons was actually, it started in the 60s, then it was, the second series actually started in the 80s, but it was definitely going strong still and repeats in the 90s, so yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and actually, the film came out in about 92, so it would have still been going on.
The one with Matt LeBlanc.
No, you're thinking of Lost in Space. Someone needs to do some research. Okay, which band's cover of Killing Me Softly was a huge hit in 1996?
Absolute classic. Fugees. So Wycliffe Jean, Lauryn Hill.
Yep.
Can't remember the other person.
I can't remember the other person.
It's not on your card.
No, it's not on my card. But actually, I didn't know that was a cover. So this is just... Do you know who did the original? No?
No, I can hear it.
Doesn't matter, because that's not a question, but I just didn't...
It was Roberta Flack.
Ah, yes, the classic Roberta Flack. Yeah.
Thank you, Grown Up from Above.
Oh, see, yeah, that's not cheating because it wasn't really a question. Okay, what was it? This is a hard one, and you've got to put your cards up in a minute, don't worry. What was the slogan for British Airways in this year? I wouldn't know this one.
No.
I would say it's really hard.
It's like, we're getting you there?
No, the world's favourite airline.
Is it?
No, says them. Of course, I would say that. Right, okay. What mid-drift bearing top was a staple in 1996 fashion?
Oh, that's going to be like a crop top. So the crop top's kind of like, let me show you on Peter. So if I was to put Peter in a crop top, it would just be like that. And you could just see like their abs.
Yeah. And don't worry, if I get to 1 million viewers, I definitely won't be wearing a crop top. Okay. What show featured a puppet animal that loved mashed potatoes?
Bodger and Badger.
That actually went for a surprisingly long time, that show. It went for like 10, 15 years or something.
And there's an audio podcast on that for you to check out on our channel.
There is.
Andy Cunningham was the person who played Bodger.
Was he?
Yeah. You've not listened to the podcast.
Like, you haven't recorded it yet, have you?
For God's
Have
sake.
you? But I haven't edited it, and for which I'm sorry. Okay.
Rude.
Yeah. Which one? Okay, this one. You've literally got 2 seconds to answer this one.
Okay.
Which kids' I'll just say the answer. Which kids' news program aired on the BBC?
That'll be news round.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sorry about that. Okay. There's 2 more questions you'll all be pleased to know. Okay. Which fabric known for its softness was popular in this year?
Fabric known for its softness.
I know. What a weird question.
Fur? No, like fake fur.
No, velvet.
Oh,
I know. It's just, yeah. Ow.
very weird.
Yeah. And this one's equally as odd, but I think we're trying to tap into the fashion thing here.
Okay.
Which type of hat with a wide downward brim was a fashion accessory in 1996?
Well, I think it's got to be like those Oasis like bucket hats.
Right.
Yay.
Well done. You did really well there.
Thanks.
I would say some of those were quite tricky.
They were tricky, and I've
Don't
dropped
agree.
my cards all over the floor.
You have. Okay.
I'll go down, you don't go down, because otherwise we'll clash heads. No.
I know.
One moment, please. The presenters are loading.
Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah. So
Right.
I'm not going to be particularly good at this round, I don't think. But let's go.
Oh, this is a tough one. Which song by Robert Mills became a hit in
Georgia?
this year? Yeah.
Well, that's the only one and only Robert Mills song I can tell you.
I don't even know who Robert Mills is.
It's a really, really good tune.
Miles.
Yeah.
Thank you, grown up from above.
So I get an extra point for working that out.
Okay.
Even though it said wrong. Yes. Get the next one.
Which song was sung by Gina-G?
Well, okay, that was just a little bit. That we've
Yes.
mentioned a few times now. 3 times, I think, if you're counting. Yeah.
Which show featured a man called Wallace and his loyal dog?
Well, that would be the fantastic Wallace and Gromit.
Yes, excellent.
And the show, I don't know if it was actually a show at the time, but it was the Grand Day Out, Long Trousers,
Yeah.
that type of thing, yeah.
So, what puppet... Sorry, I'll start so I finish. The pop...
Well, that was interesting. That was an odd laugh. What's happening here?
Sorry, I just couldn't do my words.
That's all right, we'll cut that bit out.
Okay. What puppet duo were regulars on Live and Kicking in 1996?
I don't know. I would say Zing and Zag, but that's Channel 4.
Yeah, Sage and Onion.
Sage and Onion, yeah.
What type of footwear with thick soles were trendy in 1996? I never got a pair of these, and I always wanted a pair.
I mean, I'd say platform shoes or boots.
Yeah. Those platform trainers.
Yeah.
Those. Always wanted a pair of those. Okay, what type of jacket and often oversized...
I would say puffer. Would it be puffer?
No, it's like a type of material. Like a jacket.
Well, so I haven't finished the question. That might be
What
good.
type of jacket, often oversized, was a fashion trend for this year?
You sure it wasn't a puffer jacket?
Well, it's not. It wasn't written on my card.
Okay, what's it on your card?
Denim.
A denim jacket
Yeah.
in 96.
Yeah.
I would say puffer. Anyway, let's move on. I'll say puffer jacket.
Well,
yeah.
I'm going with what's on the card.
What's on the card? Yeah.
Don't want to upset the floor manager.
Yeah. That's it.
He'll give me really hard cards next time, otherwise.
What do you mean you would give me hard? But okay. Yep. Right. Next question.
Which group debuted? Debuted.
Yep.
Thank you. Which group debuted with Wannabe in 1996?
Well, that'd be the Spice Girls again.
A Zig Zig Zar.
Because now that video was filmed at King's Cross St Pancras, I believe, and
Was it?
you can still go on the stairs there. Yeah. There's a hotel next to it or something. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yep.
Mind blown.
Yep.
Okay, who released the single Fast Love in this year?
Well, I would say that was George Michael.
Yes, correct.
Very good song.
Which chocolate spread's slogan was puts a smile on your face?
I would say Nutella, but I wouldn't
Yeah.
say Nutella. Was Nutella going there? Okay, never knew.
What type of trousers, often associated with the rave culture, were popular in this year?
With the rave culture.
Yeah,
I
always sound like really hip and happening people. The rave culture.
Yeah, no, I wasn't really into the rave scene. I actually don't know.
Says baggy trousers.
Oh, okay.
Which accessory often worn backwards? Oh, have we started so we finished? No, I've not come here yet.
No, not that. Yeah.
Okay. Which accessory, often worn backwards, was a common...
Well, I'll say
fashion
baseball
statement?
cap because
Baseball cap.
everyone wears those back. Is that right?
Yeah, absolutely. What type of dress was characterised by its simplicity and spaghetti straps?
I definitely didn't wear one. I've got no idea.
Now, slip dress. You don't look lovely in a slip dress.
Well, I'm sure I would, but I didn't even know what a slip just is.
It's a dress that's like a slip.
Right, with little
Spaghetti straps.
spaghetti straps.
Just slip into it.
Right, okay.
Okay. What live action film involved a cruel woman who was obsessed with making a coat from dogs?
Well, that was 101 Dalmatians.
Correct. And ready for the next one?
Yeah.
Name a film about a young girl who was mistreated and neglected by her parents.
No, I would say, you haven't even finished it, I know, but I would say that's a film that I mentioned earlier that I've never seen.
Yeah.
Matilda.
Yes. And can you remember what the little girl who was in Matilda was also in from around the same
yeah,
time?
well, she was in Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yes.
I can't think
Oh, dearies.
of her name. I can't think what her name was.
Mrs. Doubtfire.
No, the girl, but yeah, no, she was in Mrs. Doubtfire. Yeah.
And what was the name of the kids' TV show that Anton Deck presented in 1996?
Wasn't it something called like SMTV or something?
No, that came just a bit after.
Right. Was it the Anton Deck show then that you mentioned earlier? Right.
Okay, and what CBC show featured a talking dog called Rats?
Talking dog. CBeebies show.
Yeah.
I actually don't know.
It's called The Wild House.
Oh,
so
I've seen it.
Rats was a real dog, and then they would just do a voiceover from him, so it wasn't like he was a puppet.
So is it a little bit like there's a kids show at the moment called Waffle?
Yeah.
Seen that? That's literally
Yeah.
a talking dog, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay. Which soft drink slogan was Obey Your Thirst?
Oh, gosh, you know what? I have definitely heard that. I want to say Coke, but I don't think it's Coke.
No, Sprite.
Oh, I was going to say Fanta's the next one, but Sprite, Sprite would have been the third one, yeah.
Because I think they had Sprite as like a little Spritey type
Character.
fairy kind of, character that was animated. Do you remember he was like living in vending machines?
Yeah, wasn't it?
Things like that.
I thought that was a kind of outlined character with like a little quiff hair, wasn't it?
I don't know.
Wasn't it? I don't know.
We'll have to look into it.
We'll have to look it up, yeah.
Viewers, if you know, let us know. Okay, what was the slogan for the UK milk campaign in 1996?
I can't think of any milk campaigns.
Got a lot of bottle.
Oh, no, I wouldn't know that. But great personation, I'm sure, of the advert.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks.
That's right.
Wasn't a lot of T's being pronounced in that one.
Well, that's my part of the country then, because we don't pronounce...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Essex.
Okay, sorry, this is a little bit of a tongue twister.
Oh, right, give it a go.
Which spread slogan was you either love it or you hate it?
Oh, I'm going to say that's Marmite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you love it or do you hate it?
I absolutely love Marmite. I absolutely love it. Twiglets, everything, love them.
Oh no, I don't like Twiglets. I don't like Marmite flavoured things. I love Marmite.
Wait, so you would hate, or not like, I should say, the Marmite crisps that Walker's released for a while.
Not for me.
Oh, absolutely for me.
Do you remember when I used to do like hedgehog flavour crisps?
Yeah, yes, I do. That was when they went for like a very strange. I got no idea what a hedgehog tastes like. You know, so who knows? Yeah, no, but I absolutely do remember they went for a craze of like doing some really strange flavors. Yeah, and now we think if they do a fried breakfast flavour, which they have done, that's slightly strange. But like strange. Back in the 90s and maybe 80s, they were doing hedgehog flavoured crisps.
Yeah, and they had like chip shop curry chip crisps.
That's not as strange as hedgehog.
No, no. If you've ever tasted hedgehog flavoured crisps, let us know.
Let us know what they taste like, because I definitely don't want to try any.
It tastes like chicken, I'd imagine. Everything tastes like chicken.
Oh, yes.
What was the National Lottery catchphrase in 1996?
Well, I would say, I don't know, in it to win it.
Oh, good guess.
Oh, is it?
That would work though. Right. If you're watching Lottery People, Chris has just made your new slogan for your next advertising campaign.
Okay.
All royalties to Big Kids TV podcast. Okay, no, it could be you.
Oh, could be you.
Could be you. But
is that the end of our quiz?
That was the end of the quiz. And we're going to find out from the floor manager who won. So you won last time.
I did.
So it's 1-0 at the moment. So what's our scores, floor manager?
Chris got 13.
Yeah.
Well done. I feel like that was way more than 13 questions to do in the end.
Well, we had 20 questions each.
Oh, did we?
You just got 13.
All
Right.
Yeah. I think it could be because Katie might have lost some of the questions on the floor somewhere. Is that all I can say? No.
Well, we had a look.
No.
We were very
No,
thorough.
that was a good game, and we really hope.
Be a sore loser.
Well, I won last week, so it's only fair. So I was. Hopefully, you've learned something from this quiz. This quiz always seems to go on for a bit of a long time, doesn't it? But it's always a bit of fun. So hopefully, you've learned a few new facts.
Well, I enjoyed it.
I did as well, and we've learned that Gina-G was a massive big part of the 90s.
She was.
Because we've mentioned her quite a few times now.
You are just a little bit.
Ant and Dec were quite a big part of the 90s as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the end of our quiz. And well done, Katie, for winning that round.
Thank you very much.
Katie, what are you doing?
I can't find the board game.
What board game's out?
What the board game for what we're playing on?
Yeah, you know what? Don't panic, because we have got Don't Panic. You saw what I did there? So there you go.
Very good.
Panic no more.
I won't panic.
Good.
Okay, so let's go and have a look at the leaderboard for our top 10 games for this year. In 1996, the top games that we had to play with were Connect 4 at number 4, all the way up to Monopoly at number 1, with our feature game, Don't Panic, being at number 3. And you can watch us playing this a little bit later on, and you can watch the full play version on our sister channel, Here's One I Played Earlier. So Chris, here's a chance to have a peruse.
I'm going to peruse the board there. So what was your favourite game on that list?
Oh, wow. I found frustration quite frustrating.
Yeah.
Monopoly, we kind of got a little bit too, I don't know.
You can get a bit family fighting.
Yeah, absolutely. Flipping tables, things like that.
Yeah.
Scrabble, I always find a little bit tricky because of being dyslexic.
I can't spell.
And trying to spell fun words. Cluedo's always a good one.
Yeah.
If you play Cluedo, who would you be?
I suppose was it called Colonel Mustard or Mr. Mustard or something?
Mustard.
Was it Colonel Mustard?
Yeah.
The reason being, I like the colour yellow. So that's
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I was always Mrs. Peacock.
Are you?
Yeah.
Well,
Just something about the colour, I think.
Another really good game on there is actually the Game of Life.
The Game of Life.
The one where you obviously go in the board because it's a board game, but you have like a little car and you have to put like little pegs in it.
Yeah, so if you were a pink peg, so like traditionally I would have had a pink peg, you would then get like a blue peg, and then you'd have you'd go through all these different checkpoints, like buy a house, get married, and then you'd have children, and you'd put the little children in the back of the car.
Yeah.
Because life's like that.
Yeah.
Different times.
Yeah, absolutely. But no, maybe we'll actually cover that in an episode down the line, because that's a big classic game from the 80s. So 90s, in fact. So if you've got any games that you used to play in the 90s, if you can put them into the comments below and let us know, what games you liked and what ones maybe we should cover on a future episode.
Yeah, brilliant. They'd be great for our sister channel, Here's One I Played Earlier.
Yeah.
So, Chris, this is when we're going to cut to our round of Don't Panic.
Yep.
This is the retro cover for the game, but the modern version is available using our affiliate links in the description.
And I've never actually played this game. I've never even heard of it really until today, have you? So I'm really looking forward to giving it a go.
Well, the biggest thing about this game is you just don't panic.
We won't panic.
Don't panic. Today's game is going to be Don't Panic. Don't panic, Chris.
I'm not panicking because you know the rules.
I do know the rules because I read them just now.
Don't Panic is a hilarious and high-energy party game that tests your ability to think fast under pressure.
We take it in turns to set the timer, and we have to name so many different things that are on our category card.
Designed for 2 or more players, the game challenges participants to name as many items in a category as possible before the timer runs out.
So, Chris,
Yes.
you ready to get started?
I'm panicking a little bit.
Okay, don't panic. It'll be fine.
I try not to, but I am.
Categories range from simple ones like types of fruit to wild and unexpected ones, such as things you wouldn't say at a wedding.
So, dogs.
The game has been a firm favourite amongst families and partygoers for years, earning a reputation for its fast-paced replayability and causing spontaneous laughter.
I'm not being rude, I've done the same test of you. Don't care. Right. Right, whose go is it? My go?
It's been released in multiple editions, each keeping the same core challenge at heart.
So, are you ready? 4, don't forget. 4.
4.
5. Is it 5?
5.
Yep.
Okay.
5, count to 5, right.
Okay. 5 sticky things.
With quick rounds, unpredictable prompts, and plenty of laughs. Don't Panic is perfect for games night, family gatherings, or icebreakers.
Changed my life.
It does change your life. And then you think, why did I wait so long?
It's a battle of the brains, speed, and composure.
Toothpaste, toast, Toblerone.
And the only real rule is, don't panic.
Get this game, because it actually is slightly panic-inducing. It's doing my anxiety no end of favours. You know, it really is.
If nothing else, we're going to be so stressed at the end of this.
Yeah.
Right.
Here's one. I played earlier. Let the games begin. Here's one. I played earlier. We're gonna play to win. Strategy, skill, or a game of old. I'm gonna win and you're gonna fold. Here's one. I played earlier. Let the games begin.
So that was a great game. You didn't panic.
No, did
I
you
didn't panic.
No,
Didn't
I don't think
panic.
anyone panicked on this game, so...
Don't panic. And if you want to have a go at playing this game, the links are below in the description.
My name is Gina. When I was a kid, my favorite show was Saved by the Bell.
What's really great, Chris, thinking about the top 10 movies, you can see how they've had such a big impact on the toys.
Yeah.
As when we think about Toy Story, here we got 2 of those main characters from Toy Story, Mr. Potato Head and...
Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I suppose, what's really good about Toy Story is that you've got new toys that were made for the films, like Buzz Lightyear and the others. But then you also have classic characters like Mr. Potato Head. So speaking of Buzz, let's buzz off to the top 10 charts over here and see what the top 10 toys were of 1996.
To infinity and beyond.
Absolutely. So at number 10, we've got the 90s version of Mr. Frosty.
And I'm really pleased they relaunched that, because as a 6-year-old, getting that in the 80s, it was such an anticlimax because you had to literally grate the ice cubes to be able to get it to go. So I think they learned from that within the relaunch, which is why they've had Mr. Frosty New.
Well, you're really lucky. I used to always want to get a Mr. Frosty and never got one.
No, and maybe one day we'll get one here on set.
Maybe?
That would be great, wouldn't it?
Absolutely. I mean, we can even make a Mr. Frosty drink for each other.
Oh, nice.
There we go.
Cocktails.
Well, yeah. So at number 9, we have Play-Doh. Now, that's such a staple. That's still going strong now. I don't know when it started, but it started a long time ago. Now, I don't know about you, but I used to love opening up the actual, I still do, love opening up the tub and just smelling that Play-Doh smell.
Yeah.
Yeah?
That whole power of a smell can really evoke a memory, and just taking that top off and getting that waft come up of that Play-Doh smell is just, it just takes you straight back to that childhood,
Yeah,
doesn't it?
It does. And actually, you know what I've remembered? You used to better get these little Play-Doh toys with little holes in their heads.
Yes.
You used to squish them down and their hair used to grow.
Yeah, and you
Remember that?
used to do it like barber shops and hairdressers where the hair would grow out the top and you'd use the scissors to cut off. It'd be like the Play-Doh would be coming out. And then there were other types as well. I can't remember what they were.
You used to be able to get fast food ones.
Fast food ones, yeah.
All I can remember is I think you can make chips and I'm pretty sure you can make spaghetti.
Yeah, could you do apple pies or something as well? I think I remember
Maybe.
apple pies.
I'll have to check it out.
Yeah,
Would you like me
if you
to
had
make
it, put it in the chat.
to make you a Play-Doh apple pie?
Oh, wouldn't you?
Well,
yeah,
it
that'd
tastes
be
nice.
great.
They taste the salt, yeah.
Don't eat Play-Doh.
No, don't eat Play-Doh, even though it's very tempting. Right, at number 8, we have the classic Polly Pocket. Now, I don't know when Polly Pocket started, but I remember the toy range. Polly Pocket and a pocket-sized Friends.
Yeah,
remember
and
it?
I don't think she's in retirement yet. I think she's still going.
She is, and I seem to remember there was a cartoon series, I think.
Oh,
Not too sure.
Watch future episodes. We might be talking about it.
If there was yes, absolutely. If there was a TV series, we will be talking about it because we've just said that we will now.
Yeah.
Right. So number 7, we've got Action Man. Now, I don't know when Action Man started, but it always used to feel very similar to G.I. Joe.
Yeah.
Wasn't it?
Yeah.
So
I think the two kind of worked in tandem, didn't they? A bit like Cindy and Barbie.
I was just going to say, yeah.
And I think they kind of started around the late 60s, but I could be wrong.
All right.
But yeah, again, Action Man, we're seeing like those really key iconic staples, aren't we? There, the Play-Doh, Action Man, Barbie as well.
Well, yes, because that brings us up to number 6, and you did mention Cindy and Barbie. So, so Barbie had been going for a long time at this stage, and there were really classic ones like Malibu Barbie.
Yeah.
Remember that one?
Yeah, I had a Barbie who had like a mobile home, and she had like a barbecue on like the roof and a swimming pool in the back, as if that happens.
The whole shebang.
Yeah, whole shebang. And I just absolutely adored it. But the thing was, she was always too tall to go inside the vehicles.
All right.
So she'd be like bent double to do that. And
You still have it?
I don't, unfortunately.
Shame. It's probably worth a lot of money now.
Yeah.
And that brings us up to number 5, halfway down our chart here, and that says Space Jam figures. So I'm assuming because of the movie. The movie must have been around out that year.
Yeah, it must have been. But obviously, it was a great movie of the year, but I think it was overshadowed by Toy Story because, of course, that was out that year as well.
Because Space Jam was one with Looney Tunes, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's right. So you had like Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck, and it was all based around basketball.
But yeah, I remember that now. Now, I know most of these, but the one I don't remember is number 4, Gooey Louie. It sounds really gross.
It is, and it was really gross. So this was basically like a little boy's head, Louie, and he had like all of these bogies, and you had to try and pull the bogies out, and it was just
Nice.
grim. And it takes me back because I used to sit next to a boy at school, can't remember his name, but he used to blow snot bubbles, and every time I used to watch the adverts for this, it took me back to this little boy who was blowing snot bubbles.
Sure that wasn't you?
It wasn't me.
Wasn't you?
I just wanted to pop it, but it was just gross. So it's just like you just see this like inflating pop, like bogey snot bubble every time you breathe. It's
Nice.
grim.
Well, I'm surprised that's not being made now because I know a lot of children that do.
Blow your nose, kids.
Blow your nose. Yeah, blow your nose. And at number 3, we've got Doodle Bear. Now, again, I've not heard of that one, but I'm assuming it's something that you draw on. Well, a bear that you draw on.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what it was. It was like a light coloured teddy bear and these special pens that went with it, and you could draw all over it, put it in the washing machine, and it would kind of like take it back to blank again. But the problem was, so many children got confused about these doodle bears that they then thought that they could just draw over everything.
Right.
And it was creating havoc for parents everywhere. Top tip for those of you at home, if you have a child who's used felt tips, particularly like permanent markers like Sharpies and things like that, anti-bac gel, the alcohol gel, will get it straight off.
Well, there you go. A top tip.
Font of all knowledge.
Exactly. When we should do a top 10 tips at some stage. So number 2, near the top of the charts here, number 2, we have got Tickle Me Elmo. Now, I remember Tickle Me Elmo being absolutely everywhere.
Yeah.
But then it's been around for a long time.
Yeah.
And I believe were there different Tickle Me Elmos? There's like when you tumbled over and...
Yeah, it was a huge franchise. So they had Tickle Me Elmos, like the Rough and Tumble Elmo that would like tumble over. They even had an Elmo that would sit on the potty and was like teaching people how to
well, hopefully teaching children.
You never know. It was just absolutely everywhere. They made a huge amount of money out of Elmo. For me personally, I was always Cookie Monster and Oscar the Grouch.
Yep.
How about you?
I've always been a massive Big Bird fan.
Big Bird, yeah. Takes me back to Mr. Snuffleupagus.
Yeah, there you go. But with Elmo, would if you were a child, would you have wanted an Elmo?
I loved Tickle Me Elmo, but Buzz Lightyear has a special place in my heart. When Buzz Lightyear came out as one of the first toys, our family had to queue up round the corner of the Disney stores. Remember those? And just to try and get our hands on a Buzz and a Woody. And it was just such a real coup for us to be able to have that because our family was really, really young and we managed to secure both of them. And of course, we had to do the thing where you wrote the names at the bottom of the feet as well.
Oh, yeah, that's great. So this is our top 10. So if your favourite toys from the 90s isn't listed here, if you could put them into the comments below, I would love to know what toys you were playing with in the 90s.
Absolutely. Was it a Gooey Louie and you had to pull the bogies out of their nose? Do you remember that?
I don't remember, but I feel like I remember the name.
Yeah, you had to pull the bogies out, and then you had things like Doodle Bear where you got to draw all over your bear and you had to put it in the washing machine then to clear it off. And then Play-Doh stands the test of time.
I was actually surprised Miss Potato Head doesn't make an appearance on
Yeah,
this as well.
Mrs. Potato Head.
I think there's actually also a Potato family now, wasn't there?
Yeah.
But speaking of Miss Potato Head, back in the day when I was a kid, you didn't actually get them like this. You used to just get the little bits.
Yeah.
You actually had to put them into a real potato. Do you remember those?
Into a real potato?
Yeah, into a real potato. Yeah, you got the little bits and you put them into a real potato. So,
Wow.
there you go. We've moved on since then. So if you've got a Buzz Lightyear, if you've got a photo of yourself in the 90s with a Buzz Lightyear, again, if you want to send them free to the show at PO Box at bigkids.tv, we can feature them in a future episode.
Absolutely. Or maybe one of you having angry eyes.
You're watching the Big Kids TV podcast.
Here we are today at the M Shed, and there's something very special going on here today. We've got people dressed up, and I can sense the force is maybe with us today. So let's go on inside. Ah, oh my God. This is Mike Berry. So Mike, what is actually happening here today?
Hi there. Yeah, this is Droids at M Shed. We are part of an R2 Builders Club. We build all sorts of Star Wars droids. And then once a year we have an event down here to raise money for charity. This year it's for Alzheimer's. It's a free event. The M Shed very kindly let us have that space with no charge to them, so they're really good. This year we've got Daleks, we've got Kermit the Frog, I don't know if you saw him.
Yep. There's so many droids in TV shows and films. What is your favourite droids?
Well, it's got to be R2-D2, hasn't it? Yeah, and 3PO as well, the originals.
Yeah. Hello, Chewbacca. So what is your favourite kids show? Yeah? Well, that's my personal favourite as well. Thank you. This is your R2-D2 character. So how long would this amazing robot take to make? Or is it a constant build?
Well, my droid took 9 years to build.
9 years. Does he move as well? There he is, there he goes. So good. Oh man, that is really amazing.
Yeah, this is R5,
Right.
which belongs to my friend James.
Why I come here? A, I like Star Wars, and B, I like the craft of actually building something from scratch. Because I don't know if you know, but these are built from scratch by very dedicated people, model makers. So it's a cross section between passion for the film, the props, remote control, and model building. So it's amazing. The beautiful thing about robots in Star Wars, they're all weathered. They all they've been used. They've been serving, a purpose, and they always worn down. I like that aspect as well.
We have TC14 here. What was your favourite TV show?
Oh, TV show?
What was all my Backpuss in?
Backpuss?
Yeah, there we go.
Even Joyce watched Backpuss. So, Darth Vader, what was your favourite kids show growing up? So, what brought you here today?
My son, because he's a Star Wars fan, and I do love the droids and everything, so yeah. But it takes you back to your childhood. So the 80s, I love the 80s, anything to do with the 80s. Stranger Things I've watched, so I love all the 80s music. So it does, it kind of spurs something on, like a memory. And a pleasant memory of childhood. I thought that the programmes back then, like Bagpuss, I watched Wind in the Willows, The Flumps, that was really good. Mr. Ben, all of that was just really lovely.
So that is Joys at the M Shed, and I think you can agree that these robots are absolutely fantastic. People walking past here today, they might not even know what this was happening, and seeing their faces light up when they see all these robots and wake up with these memories of childhood. So it's been done for charity, so we're going to put a link below to the charity, so if you want to make a donation, go ahead, and we'll go back to the studio. We'll be back after the short break.
Okay, so Chris, we've got Richard coming in to do some Cashtastic plastic in the attic. But before we do that, I thought I'd get you a nice sweet to eat that we could munch on whilst we're watching this.
Lovely.
So I've got a retro wamba. What is it you've got there?
Well, I don't know if it's retro, but I've got a snotty pig. Lucky me.
So let's try taking the lid off it. Okay, and then I think you need to squish the bottom up. So if you face it towards the viewers at home.
Ready? 3,
2, 1.
Right, Richard, over to you.
So here we are for one of our favourite sections, and that's Cashtastic Plastic in the Attic. And that's a bit of a tongue twister. Can you say it? I bet you can't say it.
I'm not even going to try.
I don't blame you. It's only because I've got to say at the beginning. So this is the year that we're doing on this episode is 1996.
Yep.
Isn't it? So quite a few things were out in 1996, a load of TV shows and a load of films. But Richard, friend of the show and expert toy specialist, what toy have you brought in to show us and also give us a valuation on?
Today we've brought in a toy range which a lot of you will know from an older era, but it's called Flash Gordon.
Yeah, now all I know about Flash Gordon is there was a late 1970s TV series.
Yeah.
Then obviously we've got the movie, which was massive.
The old classic movie.
Yeah, which we could be quoting on for ages, and like Katie will be able to quote many things from this film. But there was also a 1996 series, because I did wonder why you chose this for the 1996, and I found out there's actually a 96 animated series.
Yeah, 96, it was a hard range to do because for some reason the toy industry went massive. There was Toy Story, there was Flash Gordon, you had Predator, Aliens, you had some of the Jurassic World, I think it was, come out. It was a massive toy range, and it was trying to find something that not a lot of people would realise had a bit of value.
Yeah.
Everyone knows Toy Story's got a value.
Well, that's the nice thing about this as well. Like I was just saying, I didn't know that there was an animated series in 96.
That's the other thing,
hence there's a toy line. So yeah, tell us a little bit about this.
So this is one of the Playmates range, Flash Gordon. It was made in 1996, just like you said, to reference the cartoon, that little series that they did.
So do you know how many, I'm sorry to put you on the spot, doesn't matter if you don't know. Do you know how many different figures there were in these? Or did they just make the main, I suppose they just made the main characters, didn't they?
I can check for you because it's actually on the back of them.
Oh yeah, there is, it is actually, yeah.
All your cards on these toys got all the figures on the back. The only thing it doesn't tell you is what vehicles comes.
Right.
And we've got one of them for later.
Yeah, but I'll show that in a second.
Yep, and it's the same as most ranges, eight figures to the range.
Right.
For some reason, they all done like eight to 10 figures to a range.
Well, that's a good amount, isn't it?
And that's why you get things called 10 backs, 6 backs, 8 backs. That's to do with the cards.
Yeah. So this is obviously the figure, and this is obviously Flash Gordon himself. So what would the price be on this one? Because it looks in really good condition. It's mint condition. It's in the box basically still.
Yeah, it is in the box.
And it's got the hanging. That's not broken either.
It's not broken. The only thing is, evaluation is everything to do with the quality of it.
Yeah, like some things get graded, don't they?
Any little bluffs and blems can devalue it.
Yeah.
This is probably about a 30, 40 pound figure.
Right.
If it was in pristine condition.
Yeah.
Obviously creases on the card you get.
I wouldn't even notice that actually. See, I would have said that was pristine, but yeah.
That makes a big difference. You can get a thing called unpunched, and that means you've got the tag inside the hole where you hang it.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm in a Turtles group, right? And so they always bang on about these. And it's like you just said, it's really important about this thing, isn't it?
It just means it hasn't been out on a shop shelf.
Yeah, so it's worth more if it hasn't got the punch thing through it. Yeah, so.
But yeah, so they're not a very high value thing, but it's one of those you don't really see a lot of.
Well, you see, I would have thought this would be worth quite a bit because it's a show I didn't know they'd even made. So I would have thought if there's a product out there and someone's bought it, that would actually be worth a lot of money now. Because
you would have thought so, but sometimes because not a lot of people knew it was out, not a lot was bought. So there was a lot of carded stuff still left in factories, back of shops, and things like that.
So this one you're saying is what? How much is this one?
This one, because it's got damaged creases and things like that, this one's only worth about 20 quid, but they can go for 30, 40, 50 pounds.
Now, chances are someone at home, if they've got one, it won't be in the box.
More than likely,
what would you, put you on the spot again, what would you guess the value on a figure that wasn't in the box?
So that's where the value really drops.
Right, yeah.
Just a figure on its own, if you've just got a figure,
£5 quid.
It's worth £3, £4, £5.
Right.
But then if you've got one or two of the accessories, which is a bit, as kids, we all left on the carpet, mum hoovered up.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if you've actually got any of these bits, it can add £3,
so actually,
£4.
weirdly, the accessories might be worth more than the actual toy.
Yeah. 9 times out of 10 they are.
So if you've got an accessory, you might be able to sell that for, like we just said, more than the actual toy is worth. So you were talking earlier on about, because I've done a lot of brand management before, and I know that a lot of the money for toys are made in the add-ons, like the vehicles and things. Yeah. So all the shows I've worked on, every series they'll bring out like a new vehicle, because the toys don't really change that much, the figures don't, but they can change the vehicles, the houses, all those things. So with Flash Gordon, which I believe they made 26 episodes, so I don't know whether that was just one series or whether that was maybe even two. I don't know how they split that up.
I'm not sure on that.
Probably two series.
I've only seen a couple of the cartoons episodes myself.
But they do have an an accessory?
They have more than one accessory.
Well, we've got one here
We've got
today.
one of them here,
Yep.
which is the Flash Gordon. It's the Flash Gordon Sky Kite. I think in the film it's called Sky Bike.
Right.
It's what they...
Hawkman.
That was it.
Yeah, so this looks like the box is in good condition. It's a bit faded.
Yeah,
but
this one's obviously been in the window or something.
Right, but it's still good condition though, isn't it? So what would this be worth then? This
Same again, it's all down to condition. So this one's only worth £26 because of the fading on it.
Right.
If you had a really good condition box where the colour is nice and sharp, like it is on...
Well, it's on the back.
On
the
the back
the back's
and
actually
bottom.
really good condition.
You see the sharpness of it.
Yeah.
It could be worth £40, £50.
Right.
There are some other vehicles that were made least amounts of. They're worth a bit more.
Right. All right then, well that is Flash Gordon. So if you've got a Flash Gordon item at home, you know, it might be worth a couple of quid, but I think most of these things, it's nice to keep hold of them, isn't it?
It's more reminiscent of what you had as a kid.
Yeah.
A lot of people buy these things just to, either because you couldn't have it as a kid,
Yeah.
or it reminds them of being a kid and playing around with them.
So that is one of the toys from 1996. So thank you, Richard, for coming in and showing us some of your toy collection today.
Not a problem.
And we'll see you on the next episode.
Thank you very much.
All right, take care.
I'm so sorry, I've got one. We have to talk.
Well, Kate is busy eating her Wham bar, which is actually my favourite bars from back in the day. But my snotty pig, wonderful. It tasted a bit like gooey bacon.
Oh.
Mixed with strawberries and stuff like that. So it's a bit weird, bit interesting. But you know what? If you're in a shop and you so happen to stumble across what's it called again, a snotty pig, I would definitely purchase it. Because this is probably going to be the modern Pez bars. Remember Pez? Like a bit Pezzy, didn't they?
So, you carry on eating your snotty pig.
Well.
And now we're going to link to our top 10 children's TV programmes from 1996.
Yep.
So, as I casually chew my Wamba, Chris, what was your favourite top 10 children's TV programme?
What, of the 90s? Right, six. I think Blue Peter's probably going to be my favourite because that went on for ages and that was just fantastic. I used to like the way they used to do the news reports and they used to do the art and craft sections and things like that. So
Yeah, it was a staple.
Yeah, it really was.
So here we have one of my favourites, which is Rugrats at number 10. And then we have all the way up to the Teletubbies at number 1. So, Chris, if you were a Teletubby, which Teletubby would you be?
Oh, I don't know. You know what? I've got to be honest with you. I can't remember their names. So I'll be the red one.
Red one, so that would be Poe.
Is that Poe?
So you had Lala, which was yellow.
Yeah.
Tinky Winky, which was purple.
Yeah. We've got Tinky Winky over there.
Yeah. And then we had Dipsy, which was green.
Yeah. Who would you be?
Oh, I think I'd be Tinky Winky because he had a little red bag.
Yeah. Well, I think going on that list, I think actually I completely forgot about Chucklevision.
Chucklevision.
To me, to you.
To you, to me.
To you, to me, yeah.
We have a great audio podcast on Chucklevision. And what's really interesting and what really made it for me was the relationship between the real life brothers in it, Paul and Barry, not called Chuckle, and just seeing their on-screen chemistry, because it's really interesting to see the kind of sibling banter that people can have on TV.
I don't know what she means.
When they're working together.
Yeah.
So, to me.
To you.
To me. To you.
Oh.
To me.
To you.
To you.
To me.
To me.
To me.
To me.
To you.
To you.
To you.
To you.
To me.
To me.
To me.
To you.
To you.
Silly you.
Silly you.
Oh.
Silly me. No, but that was a really great show, wasn't it? It was actually fun. And I've got to be honest with you, every time I have to carry something like, I know it's not you have to often carry glass or anything, but every time I have to carry glass or anything like that, I always think of Chucklevision.
Is that a modern real world problem for you?
I think so, yeah, because like whenever they were in the show, they were like carrying something crazy like glass or something, weren't they?
Or mirrors.
Or mirrors, yeah, something that's fragile and breakable. So every time I'm carrying something or lifting something, I always think of Chucklevision.
So if you've ever had to carry a 6x6 pane of glass across the road, do you think of Chucklevision?
And have a little chuckle, I'm sure you do.
To you.
To me.
To you.
To you.
To you.
To me.
To me.
To me.
To you.
To me.
To you.
To you.
To me.
To me.
To you.
I'm Brett Adams, and you're watching Big Kids TV Podcast.
So thank you everyone for sending in your gallery artwork for us to put on the walls here. They did some really great work. So keep sending them to us at pobox@bigkids.tv. So now over to the gallery.
Thanks so much for joining us for our 1996 episode here at Big Kids TV Podcast. We want to say a huge thank you for joining in, and please continue to interact with us in the show. You can
send your videos, your photos, your drawings for the gallery. You can send all those to us at PO Box at bigkids.tv.
And you can join our mailing list by emailing us at
Clubhouse at bigkids.tv.
Excellent work. You can like, subscribe, share, and
ding at the bell
to get notifications of when we do our next drop. And make sure you watch the end of the credits. So we'll tell you what the Easter eggs are and tell you what emoji to put in at the end.
Drawing maps in the Goonies cave. Lost in worlds we're meant to save. Jump in the DeLorean ride. Time's a river we can't divide. This is the story that never ends. A Ferris day where the fun transcends. From Top Gun skies to an ET moon, we're living life in an 80s tune. Arcade lights and the strangers fight. Adventures call in the dead of night. Ghosts in packs, but our hearts stay strong. We've been summoned all along. This is the story that never ends. A Ferris day where the fun transcends. From Top Gun skies to an ET moon, we're living life in an 80s tune. Let's carry the boombox above our heads, like a mixtape of the words unsaid. Through labyrinths and secret codes, the 80s road just always unfolds. This is the story that never ends. A Ferris day where the fun transcends. From Top Gun skies to an ET moon, we're living life in an 80s tune.
So, Katie, what were the Easter eggs that you've been dropping throughout the whole of this episode?
Well, not so subtle in this episode, Chris. We have the wonderful Peter Andre, obviously Dole and his songs right the way through. And the reason why we've done that is because he was nominated in 1996 for an ARIA Award for his track Mysterious Girl. Not to be confused with Kiss the Girl, which was a separate track, Little Mermaid, that's right. So if you've watched to this point, we would like you to drop either a crab or a lobster into the comments to know whether you got this far. So, Chris, what are you thinking? Crab or lobster?
Well, for Sebastian, I have always thought that he was a lobster.
Well, I'm going team crustacean. I'm going to keep it vague. Let us know what you think. Drop the emojis, and we'll see you next time here
on Big Kids TV Podcast. Bye.
Big Kids TV Podcast, bringing back the blast from the past. Remember when you laughed?
Check out more videos and subscribe. Don't forget to ding the bell.